Hey gorgeous humans, little video to remind you to love yourself today. Why would I love myself? What's the point in that? Isn't that vain? Isn't that like conceited and self-centered? No, it's not. It is our key to happiness. It is our key to living in a more harmonious world inside and outside. Because when we love ourselves more deeply, we can love everything else more deeply because we are everything. We are connected to everything. So I have a little bit of homework for you to do. 2 things. What is it that nourishes you? Just sit with that question for a moment. You might want to pause this and write down 3 things that restore you, that nourish you. It could be anything from having a bath with essential oils to going to the forest, to talking to a loved one, to doing yoga, to having a delicious, nourishing meal, to going to a special place. Give you more examples. Things that nourish me, to going on an adventure with people that you love, hugging a tree. There's so many. And if you'd like any more tips on how to find what it is that nourishes you, please do email me. I've got lots of different ways to nourish mind, body and soul. But what brings you joy? What nourishes you? So write down 3 of those things and make a promise to yourself that the next time that you feel low or depressed, that you allow yourself to do one of these things. So what I'm really interested in is how we can transition out of this culture of sort of beating ourselves up and not feeling good enough and feeling so ambitious and not ever feeling like we've done enough, to just really caring for ourselves first so that it can extend that out to the world. The next thing, breathe. Yeah, there's no rush, that's my pattern. The next thing that I wanted to bring forth is to invite you to observe I've got hair, I'm doing this, that's it. To observe your thought patterns throughout the day. So I did this today in full vulnerability. It was quite challenging actually, and I noticed patterns of insecurity, of jealousy, of lack of self-worth coming up, and I was having all these like situations that I was creating in my mind, and I began to just really watch them and observe them coming up. And the first key to transforming how it is that we're talking to ourselves throughout the day is by noticing it. So I really invite you to begin noticing what you're telling yourself on a moment-to-moment level. And what could really help you is to write down what this is and to see, how ludicrous it may even be, the stuff that you're telling yourself all the time. And what I invite you to do is, once you've written this down, so you might want to spend an afternoon or a day just really observing what's going on inside your mind. So it's a constant meditation practice. It's not a 20 minutes and then stop and continue. It's like, how am I living inside? To write this stuff down and then to write the opposite of what this is and what actually you want to create for yourself. Because when we reprogram how we talk to ourselves, we reprogram, we transform the way that we relate to the world and the life that we create. So those are my 2 top tips for this week. And if you want to do more work like this, do come to the workshop. It's so many different tools that have worked for people over the years, everything from like indigenous stuff to sort of more modern neurolinguistic programming kind of style stuff. Any questions, again, do email me. I'm sending you so much love, and yeah, really encouraging everybody to look after yourself.